So it's Assata Israel here with another daily doce dose. So I'm gonna say this: God don't like ugly, and in saying that, the things that you do behind closed doors, those deals you make it behind closed doors, the snake that you being, the rat that you being behind closed doors, or in front of other people's faces, like other people's faces that don't realize that's what you being. God see that. You may get away with that. You may think that because you sliding down that slippery slope and it's going upstream, the moment you least expect it, you're gonna fall straight down. And that's because you cannot outlive your karma. I don't care who you are, what happened to you, and what you've been through in life. You cannot outlive your karma, whether it's good karma or bad karma. And it's one thing it's something that you really got to understand about karma. You can reverse your karma. Yes, you can. You can do a whole bunch of fucked up shit with your life. And then the moment you realize that you've been doing some fucked up shit with your life, and you decide to change and do something better, and all you do is show gratitude and show love, yeah, you still can't outlive that karma from the bad things you did, but you can make sure that you change at least one person's life, or as many people's lives as you hurt in the past. You can change as many people's lives as you need to reverse your karma. And that's how you that's how you end on a good note. You cannot relive the past. You cannot undo what you did in the past, but you can make sure that towards the end of your life, towards the middle of your life, whatever you do your ultimate transition, you can make sure that you do better. Because once you know better, you have to do better, or else you're going to be repeating that same badass karma. And it's just that simple. Like, that's one thing. We can change our destiny, but we cannot change our fate. Fate is your karma. Your destiny is your fate is what's written for you already. So once you your life story is already written. You're just living it in the timeline that you are experiencing. That is your fate. But your destiny is how you can maneuver through your fate and see how can you elevate and experience the ultimate peak of your fate. Because you don't know what's in your fate. You don't know how low it can get. You don't know how high it can get. But that's why you follow your call, and you follow what you're destined to do, so that you can see what you are truly capable of. And that's all life is. And that's why I love the saying that God don't like ugly. God remembers everything. God has an extensive memory. Karma does not forget. Karma and God works the same way. Karma is God's tool, if that's how you want to look at it. But at the end of the day, you may think you getting away with something. And it's gonna be when you least expect it. When you very least expect it, it's gonna come back to you. And you gonna get what you deserve, whether it's good, whether it's bad. But at the end of the day, it's what you deserve. You cannot blame people for that. You cannot be ashamed of that. You have to embrace that. Because if you don't, you're gonna repeat the same cycle, and it's gonna happen again and again and again. But if you embrace it, you won't have to repeat that cycle, because a coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier only dies but once. When you think of karma, remember that quote. Listen to Tupac's 7-Day Theory. He talks about that in there. Because what you feed into is what you become. The law of attraction. The law of oneness. We are all connected by life experiences. All of the 12 laws of karma ties into all of this. You cannot pick and choose what you want to apply laws to and what's relevant and what's not. Like, no, if it's an old ass person that's doing some fucked up shit, and if it's a young ass person that's doing some fucked up ass shit, you have to judge them the same and teach them just the same, talk to them just the same, so that they can get that same lesson and learn that and grow from whatever blockage that they are experiencing. You can't just say, oh, they're young, they're gonna learn better. If you're not willing to teach that young person better, then no, they're not gonna grow into, they're not gonna learn the lesson. Just like that old ass person that's doing some fucked up shit. If you are too afraid to tell them what's going on and how they messing up, then that young person gonna turn into that same old person. Like, that's how cycles, that's what I mean when I say cycles continue. Like, I heard Kevin Hart say it best. If you don't heal from what you've been through, you're gonna be forever stuck in that same timeline in which you got hurt. So if you're not teaching these kids the lessons when they're young, they're gonna be 80. If you're not teaching the kids young when they're 8 or younger, whatever, 8 is the number that's on my mind because I'm talking about karma. Then they're gonna be an 88-year-old fucked up ass person doing the same shit from an 8-year-old mindset. You have to realize the real lies with your real eyes and do better. Once you know better, do better, teach better. Each one teach one. We have to be willing to unlock the shackles of our mind and do better. Stop waiting for somebody else to do it. You do it. You see the problem, so you stand up and do it. How do you, if you see the problem, that's God calling you to saying, hello, you see it, let's do something about it. I got your back. But you have to be willing to be my legs and my legs, my arms, and my head. Because God not going to come down here and do it himself. He worked through us. He, she, whatever you want to call it. The higher power, those that's guiding our direction. They move through us. They're not going to come down and say, hey, I'm here to save you. I am Superman. No, motherfucker. Wake up. It don't work like that. But yeah, peace and love.